All right, we finna get started in just a second. I'm waiting on some people to come in. Man, y'all drop a fire emoji and a 100 in the emoji chat for me. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. All right, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? Let me know if y'all hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat, man. I'm in this joint. What's up with it? Let's cook up. Turn that beat down just a little bit. All right. So let's get into this. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna mute the beat. I don't even want the beat right now. It's not right. It doesn't feel right. All right, so let's cut the beat. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on, y'all? She got CJ 100, 50% of the 5100 podcast. Lord have mercy, motherfuckers walking in as I'm working. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. So let's get into this, man. Let's get into it. So, as y'all all know, Tory Lanez was convicted of 3 counts yesterday. They found him guilty on all 3 charges. So it's a little dicey, right? But I want to read some of it. But before I do that, I want to bring up to y'all why this case is so important to me, right? This case is so important to me because I understand the effect of a false accusation being put on your name, whether legally or socially. And I know how easy it is for people to take the woman's side, believe the woman, you know what I'm saying, and charge you as the guilty person, right? I'm not going to act like I'm a expert in court matters because I'm not. I don't know if he shot her. I don't believe he did. And I don't believe it was malicious if he did. But I'm not really getting into that, right? Oh yeah, I'll drop a link, bro. I ain't got no problem with it. I'll drop it right now. You drop that chat. Yeah, the link in the chat. I'll bring y'all up in just a minute though. Let me okay. So here's my thing, right? If y'all remember when Meg first came out, she said that the reason she didn't say that Tory actually shot her was because she was scared because he's black. All these black unarmed people being killed by the police. She believed that would be a sticky situation, which it could have been, but I don't really buy that narrative. But that was the first lie she told, right? She said he didn't shoot her. She stepped on glass, right? So let me show y'all an article right quick. Give me just a second. I got you in just a second, Tarus. Let me see. I'm trying to find this article. I pulled up about 5 of them bitches throughout her testimony. Hold on just a second. I want to show y'all this article about her dude, right? Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend. I don't even know how to say his name, so we're going to just say Party, right? So, Party appears to be weighing in on the felony assault trial of singer Tory Lanez, who was accused of shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot back in July of 2020. In a poignant Instagram story shared on Thursday, Party 32 shared, "To any woman, especially ones of color, has suffered injustice. I feel for you. When you find the courage to speak up, it seems you'll be ridiculed, your credibility will be questioned, your entire past will be held under a magnifying glass. In an instant, you can go from defendant in the eyes of the public to anyone with a daughter, sister, mother, niece, or aunt. He added, I pray for their protection. I pray for their covering. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Let me zoom that in for y'all so y'all can see it too. All right. Now I wanted to address a couple things, right? First thing I wanted to address was the fact that people are painting this narrative that black women or women should be believed, right? And the fact that black women are unprotected in these situations, which depends on who you're talking to and what you're talking about. You can say that's true, or you could also say that's false. Just depending on the subject matter that you're talking about. But what I didn't like about this was they shaped it in a way where this is centered around women not being protected. Now, from the court case, what was said, there was a fight, which both of them denied was a fight, right? From the beginning, Megan left that part of the story out. It was just they argued in the car. She got out the car. He started shooting at her feet, telling her to dance, bitch, dance. When I first heard it, that didn't make sense to me. So that's what gave me any kind of skepticism. I was skeptical from the beginning because of how she came out telling people what happened. It wasn't the fact that she's black and I don't care about what happens to women. It was the fact that you came out saying one thing happened and then you said another thing happened and you omitted certain details, right? And maybe you did that for the case, maybe so. In that case, say nothing. That's how I feel about it. Wait till you go to court, see your day in court. That makes more sense to put your case out there. But she didn't do that. We live in a social media age, so I can understand it to an extent. I'm very understanding about this case, but I don't just buy everything I'm being told from either side. I don't. Now I want to play a little bit of this live, and I'm gonna bring my guy Tory on. But I want y'all to hear what she said when this first came out.
Like, I'm so over this shit. And y'all gotta know, I am the nicest, the most calm, just cool ass woman. Like, I don't be fucking with nobody. I don't do nothing to nobody. But y'all motherfuckers really dragging it. Like, I tried to just be cool, stay out the way, because at the end of the day, I'm really a real bitch. Like, I'm from Houston. I'm from the motherfucking South Side. It ain't like let me go run and tell my business to the motherfucking internet. Let me go run and tell my business to the police. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been that type of person. Like, but
Which you did do, right? You went you went and told the business to the internet. But okay, let's keep going.
I'm not gonna let y'all keep playing in my face. And I'm not gonna let this nigga keep playing in my face either. So, since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried to keep the situation off the internet, but you dragging it. You really fucking dragging.
I tried to keep this off of the internet. So was it public scrutiny? Was it um you couldn't hold it in, or was it brand protection? Why did you feel the need to address this and you know you're going to court? Why? That would be the question that I would have, not as a lawyer, just as a man, just as a person. If you want to, if I get that he was going to his publicist, which what else is he going to do? Right? He and his publicists are going to go put out the best narrative that they can. That's a part of being in Hollywood. That's what they do. Right? You've been in Hollywood for the amount of time you've been in. I can see you might not know that, but at the same time, I don't have an issue with you having an issue. My issue is with you going live and talking about this case, and then when the case comes out, when you're going to court, more details are coming out, and your publicists are doing the same thing that Tory's publicists are doing at that time and at the time of the court sessions. This is all happening. This is the part of the game. So to kind of paint him in this way, I found skeptical. And the reason that all this happened, that was omitted as well. And Kelsey, her friend, actually did lies, but I'm not into the back and forth shit. I've never been into that. But if you look at the situation that's going on, she's putting Tory in the line of fire. If he actually shot her, it makes a little sense. But even with that fact, if it was a fact that he did it, what is the point of doing a live about it? Are you trying to sway the public narrative? That's what I'm thinking. When you do stuff like this, and you being a big brand up under Rock Nation makes that even more of a point that you're doing more brand protection. And then she attaches herself to believe all women. This is where I have an issue. This is my biggest issue. This is the only reason I cared about this case. I don't care about Tory Lanez. I don't care about Meg Thee Stallion, but I do care about relationships between black men and black women in public perception when it comes to us, because I have to wear this as a black man because of what Tory allegedly did. And black women feel away because of what allegedly happened to Meg Thee Stallion. So this does have ramifications in the social aspect. So that's why I'm speaking on it, just to be clear. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring up my guy Tarus, and we're gonna chop it up because my guy definitely has different perspectives. So I'm glad he came on up. So let's go ahead and bring my guy Tarus on the panel. My guy, I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. You muted. I like that jacket, by the way.
Hey CJ, what's up, man? How you doing?
What up, bro? What up?
Merry Christmas.
You too, bro. What you think?
Man, I've been just digesting a lot of the information like you have, just trying to still put, try to piece everything together, man.
Mhm.
And I think that was probably one of the things that you and I, that's the only thing that we actually have a difference on is maybe the actual evidence of this specific trial.
Mhm.
But as far as like the generosities between the black man and black woman, I'm 100% with you, right? Like I hate that because, yeah, we got, like you was talking about earlier, like, damn, now we got to wear this shit.
Right.
This motherfucker did it, man. That ain't right.
Yeah. So as far as her live, and I didn't play the whole thing. I can't stand to hear these folks on these lives. This shit irritates me. But
Right.
as far as what I played so far and what she's saying and what I had to say about it, as far as her saying things like, I don't want to put my business out there, but I'm about to put my business out there. What do you think about the whole reasoning behind why she might have done it? What do you think about it?
So one of the things that I had to remember like this morning when I was
Mhm.
looking over it is I think some people forget, man, this happened in summer 2020.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So this was a year and a half ago. And so a lot of the time, dude, you remember like at one point we kind of forgot about all this?
Yeah.
Like everybody's kind of moving on. And just when I'm trying to go back through the articles, I remember her initially saying, like all of them trying to say they stepped on glass and everything like that.
Right.
And I do remember that live when she hopped on there, but I do remember her hopping on live after Tory Lanez and his publicist was doing all this. So at least from my opinion, it seemed like she didn't actually want to deal with any of the police until after he's the one who couldn't keep his mouth shut. What about you?
Okay. That's why I said I kind of understand it, but here's my thing. This always been my position. Like in, let's say, a domestic violence situation.
Right.
I can understand a guy wanting to smack the wig off a girl that's trying him physically,
For
but
sure.
I'm still going to hold him accountable because I actually don't believe you should hit a woman, right? So I'm bringing that up to say, if you're so strong on this, not putting my business out in the public, no matter what Tory Lanez publicist did, you hold firm. But we all know, especially with celebrities, there's a lot of talk, but they don't really mean what they're saying. So from my point of view,
Facts.
If I remember, she had a single coming out at that time. I think it was that let's restrict this. I'll take that from the record because I don't remember. But she took advantage of a situation in a way. I mean, I think her live had 48,000 people watching it when she went live. That's a lot of people to be watching a live.
Shit, when you just played it, it says 64K plus.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and on Instagram at that, you know what I'm saying? So that's a
right.
huge
just
number.
that platform.
Right. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? I can't get 5 people on there, but that's me. I'm just CJ1, right?
Hey, I'm the same way, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I just found it weird that she would do that. I understand it, but it's just still a weird thing to me. And I can't stand when people say I don't usually speak on this, and then they do it. And then if you go look in her history of doing live, she's always talking shit on lives. Like that's not nothing new.
And that gets to the point of the more broader topic, especially when you was bringing up the whole damn we gotta wear this shit. Because as you know, CJ, the moment anybody, never mind a woman, but anybody goes, well, you know, I'm not normally like this. I don't normally say things like this. Yeah, you probably one of the most messiest people out here. We know you about
Facts.
to. And what did she do? Say some. Whether it's true or not, that's exactly what she did, right? You know what I mean? And so,
facts.
You know, when it gets to that point, it's like, okay, if you really felt like this, which she did, I guess I do criticize, like, just go straight to the cops then. Go straight to the attorney. Don't hop.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. Like, I'm a huge keep your business off of social media, or at least that kind of aspect. We all know, as you know, CJ, they public figures, so there's going to be aspects.
Right.
But shit like this, keep it between the attorneys and law enforcement. The moment you start hopping on social media, guess what? Whether she's right or wrong, the moment she did this was the moment she opened herself up to scrutiny.
Facts. That's and I know that they know that. Like I know that they understand being a public figure when you put yourself out like that, people are going to have opinions. But I think, at least from a social perspective, you have to be the bigger person because you're not given, but you're rewarded fame, money, notoriety. You're awarded these things. Like, you know how we talked about the Young Jock situation. You kind of made me look at it a little different just from the fact that you're a public figure. I have to hold you to a different standard because this is your life. You know what I'm saying? We might go viral for something that happened in the city where we live in, interview on it, but that'll be a moment in history, but it won't be something we do continuously. So we're not media trained, right?
Yep.
So another thing that I was questioning was her idea that black men were being shot down by the police. And that's the reason that she didn't want to say Tory got shot her, or didn't want to say that there was a firearm in the car. What do you think about that?
I think that's actually legit because we got to remember this was what, not even a month or so after George Floyd. And we're still we're already dealing with a pandemic. And now, you remember that, CJ, it was the pandemic was already a shit show. And then that turned into a whole global movement, right? And so I think part of it too was the embarrassment because her, Kelsey, and Tory, let's be clear, they all fighting each other, being physical with each other in the limo. So there's an embarrassment aspect of that. And I'm sure there's that, okay, look, here's the cops, they surrounded us. We getting the statements. It's already hot out here and when it comes to black men in law enforcement. Maybe she's trying to be like, look, if we just keep our mouth shut, maybe this goes away. You know what I mean? But what you was talking about earlier too, man, it is so important because think about our athletes, our NBA players, our football players. They say it all the time, right? It doesn't matter if you don't want to be a role model or not, because you're in the position you in. It's inherent. So that's
come with
like,
it, right?
Yeah, it just the responsibility to carry yourself a certain way, even whatever your public image is, just on your day to day. Whether you like it or not, you have a responsibility to do that now. And from all three of them fucking failed at that. You know what I mean?
Right. So I wanna play something right quick. It's not the best song ever, but it needs to be played for just I listened to it and it made me think a little differently about what happened as well. So I want you to check this out.
Yeah, Who I'm taking shots at? Bitch, I'm worse than you. I'm talking to that same bitch that crashed that boat on 42. It's a shame we're here today. Truth be told, it's cause of you. Couldn't control your little feelings. Look what dick is costing you. It was all good, yeah, about a week ago. Shout out Bobby's murder, but this bitch is really tough. If I was the one with the gun, you would have heard about a murder. Said her back was turned, but that girl know who really hurt her. Never been a jealous friend, and the people really know it. If you would have kept it solid, then I would have been told it. See, I really thought I knew you, thought that you would keep it G. If you wanna talk gangster, bitch, I'm really from the street. Imagine lying to the DA saying I took some hush money. Put a muzzle on your friends, y'all acting like some crash dummies. Got my chain snatched? Damn, here you go lying. Yeah, A-list celeb, you doing too much trying. Where I get this money from? Bitch, you knew I was a hustler. The way she did 1501, shoulda knew I couldn't trust. Protect black women, huh?
CJ, pause that real quick.
I thought that you was selling, now the joke's on me.
How many dudes would have already caught a Rico case? Not even halfway through this goddamn video. How many of us would have caught a Rico charge already?
So you see this. Okay, so I'm glad you said that, because that's okay. I'm gonna tell you what I actually believe happened to an extent, and this is all conjecture. I don't know. This is innuendo. This is not fact. So anybody seeing this, I don't hate Meg the Stallion. I don't hate Kelsey. I don't hate Tory. I'm just objectively looking at it based off of everything that's been said and done. Right. So hearing this and what you just said made me think. There was a fight that happened between the two, right? And first of all, I want to just say this about Tory. He was a messy man, right? Like he was definitely a messy guy that smashed both of these women. And then from some of the witness testimonies and people that were in the courtroom when this happened, I think it was the lawyer that always on Vlad TV and Milo Graham's lady. Everybody pretty much had the same story, that Tory was the one that confessed it in the car, right? And it's like, now look, I can understand that, but as men, that's not how we moving. You know what I'm saying? Liquor or not, you don't expose it like that. If you're gonna say something because your conscience is eating you up, I get that. But in that moment, it wasn't conscious.
CJ,
it was.
He literally he literally cornered himself like a rat.
Right.
Like,
right,
come on, dude.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? We got to call it down the middle, bro. Like that was messy. That's something you expect a female to do. Just be real. Like, I don't expect no man to do no whack ass shit like that. But I digress. So it makes me think, all right, so there definitely was a fight. Like, nobody really confirmed it, but it was a fight. Let's just be real. Because you're dealing with two hood chicks, you smashing my guy, yada, yada, yada. And it's not the first time it happened based off what Kelsey has said. So they rumble. Now, I'm seeing it as Tory got out the car because they say he was in the car when he got the shooting. And then he ended up on the other side of the car laying down in his boxers when the police pulled up, right? So, but before they pulled up, something else happened. So what my belief is that he tried to get between it because he knew he caused it, might have felt guilty about it or whatever. They wrestled for the gun. Maybe Kelsey had the gun in her hand, let off a shot, whatever happened, ricocheted off the ground, hit Milligan. I do believe Tory fired a shot or a few shots in the air to break it up. That's something I would do, honestly, especially when a gun already been shot. That's definitely what I would do. I'll put my gun there, let some shots off, try to clear the situation out. And from the witness testimony, which I'll pull up in a minute, that made sense to me. But what doesn't make sense to me is the fact that she said that Tory was like, dance, dance, and shot at her feet from inside the car. That's where Meg really lost me. It didn't make sense to me that would happen in a moment like that. What do you think?
So, man, there's a lot to digest. Again, we're both putting our internet lawyer caps and law enforcement caps on.
Right.
I think one of the evidence or key evidence that was also relevant in getting Tory is, I guarantee you, they did the investigation or they looked into the car itself, the limo, and tried to see if there was any
GSR.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Any rounds, right? Because that's what you'll find out if there was shots fired in the car. You're going to see the bullet holes.
Right.
You know what I mean? I definitely agree that there was some sort of something. All three of them aren't telling the exact truth about what
Right.
happened.
Right.
But the issue is then once again it goes back to control what you can control, and at the end of the day, that's Tory Lane's gun.
Mm-hmm.
He had the gun on him,
Mm-hmm.
and he fired it. And at the end of the day, man, when you got the gun in your hand, what you're saying about, hey, if there's like a shit ton altercation going, you
Mm-hmm.
firing them off in the round, like obviously we know that's reckless, but we also know people respond to that, like in
Right.
a situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we have to also consider though is that what if Tory Lanez' mindset after shooting? You know, some guys after they do after that adrenaline goes, some of them don't even realize what they're doing afterwards. So
Right.
maybe he just got caught up. He fired at Meg, and then he just started getting even reckless, and that's what the witness saw. Him getting outside and then firing off rounds like that. Yeah.
For me, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. Let me answer Sugar Bomb's question. So why didn't so if he didn't shoot her, why didn't he snitch? Right. Okay. Now, I don't know about a lot of people, but if you from the hood and shit go down, and I think you challenged me on this point yesterday. A lot of people would be hesitant to tell the police, right?
No, I agree with you.
Because I remember I said that I've been in a situation where a gun been pulled on me, and you was like, I knew the point you were trying to make. That's why I didn't take it personally. But the point I was making with that was I could see. Let's just say for the sake of argument, Kelsey was the shooter, right?
Right.
He smashed her, was in a relationship with her. Megan was kind of the side piece to the whole situation. So he doesn't want his gal to go to jail for what he did, what he caused. So I wouldn't, honestly, I would try to beat the case on my own and not tell on her. That's just me. Because I was with you, like that they both confirmed it was a relationship. It wasn't like they was just smashing, they was together. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It was a whole messy situation.
Right, right. So for me, I wouldn't tell on her. That's just me. That's just my code. That's how I move. If I got caught up doing something, if I was involved in something, and even if I didn't do the act that puts you in the jail, I know how women are, and I literally put the battery in your back to be that mad. So I wouldn't have told. It's just the answer. Sugar Bomb. Let me bring on my. Go ahead. I'm gonna bring on my guy.
To actually co-sign on that point. I agree, and that conversation we had. First off, CJ, it's once again dope to know that you and I can have these real crazy conversations, and we tight as fuck. We don't take it because we know it's not personal. You know what I mean? So it's dope. The thing. So I agree with your opinion on why he didn't initially say anything. Why any of them tried to. The issue is once you agree, keep your mouth shut. Right? Because then Kelsey started getting messy. Tory and his publicist started getting messy. And then here's the thing that people don't, or at least some people won't acknowledge. If Tory didn't shoot, him and his defendant would have found all sorts of ways to actually pin it on Kelsey. Right? And that would have led to a mistrial because then it's like, well, shit, everyone's lying. We can't prove anything.
Right.
That's not how it went down.
Right.
You know?
I think and I'm gonna bring on my guy World Class. I think another thing that's underreported is Meg's testimony. I don't hear a lot about Meg's actual testimony and her account of what happened in court. I've been looking. I really can't find what she's had to say.
I have real quick. The prosecution's case almost, and this is what the bloggers were talking about. The prosecution's case almost split because remember, Kelsey was supposed to testify in favor of Meg, but when she got on the stand, she recanted. That's where where everything went sideways, and that's why you don't get a lot about what Meg was actually, because she was the first one to testify in the trial.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna bring on my guy World Class. My guy, what's going on?
What's up, man? What's going on?
What's up, bro? What you thinking so far from what you heard and what you've kind of looked into?
The Passport Bros scored a good W this week.
Hold on.
It pains me to say it.
Hold on. Wait.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is,
Don't do that, fool. Don't do my accent like that, bro. Come on with that weak ass shit.
I thought it was from Atlanta. I thought that was Atlanta accent last time I checked. So what happens is, the court has their way of dealing with incidents, and the hood has our way. We got our way, and we're better than them. We actually solve crimes. We know how to figure shit out.
That's a fact, right?
6-7 hours, and what we know is, Tory was on some fuck shit, but this is the black bitch shit. We gonna lie to fix our shit and get our shit together. And what it is even if you Tory Lanez, even if you start the pandemic with being the first person to get 1 million, I'm not half a million, and about 1 million people watching your Instagram, get lit. Even if you him, you get the power of a lying loser, lame black female can give you 22 years in jail. Claiming she shot you when he didn't shoot the girl. He probably shot the gun. He didn't shoot the girl. You gone for 22 years. Their power of their lies as their stock on them, their ability to lie is bullish right now.
I definitely agree with. Like, that's why I'm so, like, that's why I can't just go with the ruling, because I don't believe that they proved this within a reasonable doubt. I don't. I don't. Now, I wasn't there. I get it, but I don't believe they did. And I've been lied on for the worst thing ever.
I have to.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could say I'm biased in that sense, because I've actually been through this, and it was the hell I heard that it was believable.
I want to call that real quick. I want to call that bias. I call that straight experience. This isn't something you're just kind of speaking out on. You've gone firsthand experience going through something like this.
Right, but go ahead. I know you want to respond early. Go ahead.
It's again, I'm kind of a junkie when it comes to some of the criminal stuff. The thing is that they would have found, if he wasn't the shooter, they would have found him innocent on at least one of these charges. They found him guilty on every last count. And we've seen it so many times with other, not just black men, but just men, period. Well, they'll have like 8 indictments. They'll get found guilty on 4 of them. And the other 4 or 3 or whatever is like not guilty or whatever. Like, we got to remember, there wasn't one juror in a jury of 12 people, 5 men and 7 women. Not one of them. That's all it takes, is one juror for one specific indictment to go, nah, I don't agree with this evidence. And then that specific indictment is found not guilty. Every single indictment he got found guilty on. That's tough.
Let me play this right quick.
Tory Lanez was firing everywhere after brawl in Megan.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Stallion shooting trial. Witness testifies.
Series of dumb
by Tanya Garcia. Tory Lanez's defense team was thrown a curveball in court by a man who says he witnessed the roadside assault against Megan Thee Stallion in 2020. The man testified December 20th that he had seen a violent brawl that first broke out between 2 women, followed by an angry male.
That's the first omission, that neither one of them, from what I've seen, admitted that there was a fight. Kelsey said they might have bumped each other, but she was too drunk to remember. That was the first red flag for me.
Alleged to be Lanez, who was firing everywhere. Court sessions opened.
Now that's another thing for me. What does firing everywhere mean?
What we was talking about, like if people acting crazy, at least how you and I described it, just like bang, bang, bang up in the air. Mm-hmm. That's whoever's reading this is being dramatic as fuck.
And here's my thing. And this is why it's so confusing. I wish it had been a public case so we could have seen the trial go as it went. But
I agree.
They weren't gonna be that.
Right. So the shots. Look, bro. I've been in many of 4th of July's. I've been in many of New Year's Eve. I've been in many of. I don't want to incriminate myself here. Things have happened, right, where people shoot in the air, and a bullet is not going to come back to the ground, crack, break, and ricochet into your foot. So with that, even though the GSR, it was inconclusive as far as fingerprints on the gun, and it was none on the clip, which is kind of sketchy to me to even say it's Tory's gun, because I know for sure When I got a gun, my fingerprints gonna be all over the clip unless it's a hot joint. And those that know what hot means know what it means.
But he didn't even deny that it was. He didn't deny that it wasn't his. He admitted that was his weapon.
Okay. Did you hear about that World Class? I didn't know he admitted it was his weapon.
No, I ain't.
Yeah, remember that night he still got arrested because he had a firearm illegally. Like it was illegal concealed carry. That was his firearm.
Yeah, it was
unregistered.
Yeah, it was unregistered. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing.
And on Tuesday with Sean Kelly's testimony that he woke up to the sounds of two women violently fighting by a car where they were pulling their hair and hitting each other, he said, describing the interaction as quite violent, as reported Law and Crime's Megan Cuniff.
Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Man, fuck
Lucky Land Casino asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Hold on. Can I ask you guys? Can I ask you two something? What does quite? But before we even get to this gun thing, what does quite violent mean in this context? Because we know how people fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think they mean by quite violent?
Oh, just their emotions. That's all. That's all.
And that they're in Beverly Hills, I believe. So a physical fight at all.
Oh, no, it was just emotional. It never happened.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like that's what I think. It was dramatic. Put it like that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna play this anymore because I don't want the fucking ad to play. So where were we at? Violently fighting by a car, quite violent, as reported by Law and Crime's Megan Cuniff. It's worth noting that Kelly called 911.
Oh, her name's Coon. Oh,
yeah, great. That's crazy, right?
That's great.
He didn't report a shooting. He reported a group beating a woman. Right now, that was also weird to me because
a group,
right? Like, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was like everyone was fighting. But there's another article I'm gonna pull up that says that. But anyway, he told the defense that he did not see someone fire a gun. Right there, he said, "I didn't see anybody fire a gun. I just saw flashes."
But the previous paragraph was he said that he saw lanes firing everywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what we got to remember. They have at least 4 or 5 different eyewitnesses, and so remember the cops have to go through every last freaking detail of every last witness to see who's saying something correctly, who said it incorrectly, who's straight up fucking lying, who actually got it right. Like they're gonna take all of these eyewitness testimonies and actually put the correct picture together.
Go ahead.
Because think about it, like it's like us three, right? Mm-hmm. I'm standing on the top of a skyscraper. World Class is standing near the water fountain at the bottom, and you're standing, CJ, on the 10th floor of some other building. We all got a different vantage point, but guess what? That means we don't see the same thing.
Right. Go ahead, World Class.
All I was saying was, when Poppy was doing his show the other day on the other weird situation. He was kind of confused as to why it wasn't public and why you couldn't see it. I understand why it wasn't now. I get why it wasn't. Because what I know for a fact is somebody else is going to get on Tory Lanez's defense, and somebody's going to do some real research. And this is going to. I've seen this before. This is some very illegal stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people been paid because nothing is making any sense. Anybody that knows law that's reading this right here knows that something is criminally wrong. But I understand the pressure that they have because they have to push Megan Thee Stallion and these trash little girls. They are so dependent. Y'all got to understand that the United States of America is so dependent on the black females' destruction of our finances. It's ridiculous. Y'all do not understand. A lot of people don't understand world economics. You don't understand the deals that they're making with other countries and what's going on in treaties. But the black females spend 73 cents out of every dollar that come in our community. The FBA shit, right? The FBA against the immigrant shit is because how the immigrants are treating us. But the immigrants are treating us the way they are because they know they can come here and get a lot of money. They know they can come here and make money. So what's happening is they always have to preserve the mentality that produces the 73 cents out of every dollar leaving our community, which is a rate of return of 73% a day. We talking big money, and she's the current placeholder for the fucked up mentality, because it's not just it being bad like it is, it's how long can we keep this going for the next 50 years? They're thinking big for a long time.
So I really got to push back on this. Most of the time, the reason why cases like this aren't public is simply because we're dealing with criminal indictments. Like, for example, when you saw Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, those were civil lawsuits, right? Nobody was going to prison. Nobody was going to jail for this. This was all monetary. Typically, when you're dealing, especially with felonies and actual criminal cases, they're never public trials. You get people who can sit in and they report on them, but you can't have like the TV in there.
They're not public because of a motion that's filed, for the reason that the motion that's filed based on the team that's involved.
Hey, World Class, was it a sealed indictment? Do you remember if they had a sealed indictment when this first dropped?
I don't think it was. I never heard of it. That's one of the things they'll sign off. But they more than likely put it in a motion. They had to put it in a motion. They had to put it in a motion for it not to be, or the judge did it. That's possible. So, because there's no way that you're watching, they don't want this stuff public. They don't want these people. I promise you, it'll be a guy that is going to have nothing to do with the case that took that stand. And we can't hear nothing from Tory right now because I'm pretty sure they, locked him up or whatever. And
but
so
he opted not even to testify. You know that, right? They gave him an opportunity to testify and he chose not to.
Because it's best not to say anything. There's no point in him talking.
If you're going that down the rabbit hole, and then the person who's got immunity is already flipping, I gotta try because I already know I'm fucked. Can't get any worse.
That's why I said somebody knew was gonna get on his case. That's the first thing I said, because I'll be tell people that the Bar Association is not what you think they are. Everything you ever heard about the Illuminati, that's what the Bar Association is in real life, and I can prove it to the T against any lawyer in this country. None of y'all good enough to go back and forth with me. Because I have no idea who I am, no idea who's backing me. I will trash y'all niggas. I have a field day with attorneys because they don't know any damn thing. Only people that know shit is those niggas in them high societies and them, on them intelligence agencies. It's these fucking attorneys, bro. These fucking attorneys are the problem.
So they're snakes, bro. You ain't gonna get no pushback from either one of us, I don't think.
So let me address this comment. Dude was already on probation. He's a habitual offender. Get some standards. Cool. All right.
That's
so I mean, I can't argue.
Wait. He's already on probation with a firearm he ain't supposed to be having.
Right. The nigga
shit.
Right.
He's dumb.
Shit. Yeah, the nigga shit. But I do want to say I want to address another thing she said. I get all that, right? The same thing could be said even though it's not a legal she's not a legal habitual offender. This woman lies.
A lot.
So by that logic, we have to look at the fact that my standard is I don't just believe motherfuckers who lie the next time they open their mouth. You're gonna have to prove something to me. And because I didn't know last night when I was on the show until not Black Man Show, but I was on the back chat with a couple guys having a meeting, and they told me that he found guilty on all 3 charges. And from that moment, I went into bookworm mode, and I was looking up everything I could look into because it wasn't making sense to me. And even from after looking, I'm like, bro, that you have to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. There is a reasonable doubt, bro. It's just
CJ, I did the same thing. I was on, I don't know if you know him, but this dude named Pan African Strikes Back. He's got this podcast, and I was on the panel, and I was defending Tory. I was like, yo, this shit don't make any sense. But you know what happened? I got caught up like everyone else trying to follow bloggers during a live trial, right? And at the end of the day, that's why like last night, bro, I can admit when I was wrong, because at the end of the day, we're not the juror, we're not the prosecution, the defense team, or the lead investigator. And so it's like, you do all of these things, and guess what? You do have to prove beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt, but that also takes into the case what what Tory Lanez is lying, because people got to remember, and I think World Class knows this, or all of us know this, because we've probably all been in a situation. It's a lot different when you write that statement out and it's under oath, and you could be fucking criminally liable for perjury.
Right, you're not gonna lie.
Right, because again, it's not illegal to lie to the media.
Right,
it's not illegal. It is illegal to lie in court under oath.
That's why
penalty of perjury.
I said that's why I said I don't. I'm not gonna hold it to a legal standard. I'm just gonna hold it to the standards of what I have to say as a man, because that woman, you can't get past the Gayle King interview. To me, you can't get past it because she didn't have to do it, and this is my whole thing. Like, this why it does feel like they're trying to paint this man as something he's not. That's why, from what I'm seeing, it's you go do a Gayle. He has a gag order. That was a real thing. He had a gag order. You're on Gayle King discussing the case, not really discussing it, but tiptoeing around the shit about the case. And then she asks you just a question that is gonna come out. Did you have sexual relations with Tory? She said no. You didn't have to lie. Like, that's what I'm. So when I see a person do that, fuck what the court talking about. I'm looking at the person. If you're willing to lie about something that's gonna come out anyway, it's coming out. I can't trust what you say after that. Not fully.
At all.
I agree.
At all. I'm not trusting nothing you say ever again. I don't trust her rap lyrics. I don't think that's her real body. I don't think that's a real name. I just found out her name is Tory.
I'm not going to trust you if you hop on IG Live. I'm not going to trust you if you hop on CBS or some Fox News shit. Because the whole thing was all three of y'all originally agreed to keep your fucking mouth shut. And none of them did.
Hey, Jazz, you can click the link if you want to come up. You definitely can. I'll drop the link for you right here. You ain't got to cam up. Go on, hop up here.
Actually, it was. Her life was on trial. And we found out she's a piece of shit. So that's wrong.
But see, World Class, this is what pisses me off, because I understand your narrative, but my narrative is all three of them represent what it's like in today's community, that people just can't stop self-snitching. You just can't keep your fucking mouth shut. Motherfuckers just gotta hop on the internet and tell on themselves or tell on other people, bro. Like, what is it about that?
Because they grow up, most of our people grow up with black mothers, and that's their power to run their mouth. Their power is not to create anything. It's just to talk. And little kids and watch their mom do it their whole life, and they want their turn. It's just that simple. It's a reflex. To sit around and watch your mom gossip. That's fun time. That's been in the background of your life, all of your life. It's been the background music for all of your life, is to hear gossip and people talk shit and throw other people's information.
You ever been to
other people that don't matter?
Mama? Jesus Christ. Like, but okay, so I want to get to this next thing, because this is, to me, this is what implicates Kelsey to me. The fact that she has an immunity deal.
Like, where did she get that from?
Like, that's and every time I ask this question, it's a little shaky, and I've researched it. I know that there's like 3 or 4 different types of immunity deals that you can have, right? So the one she had was basically she can self-snitch without getting in trouble, right?
Right.
So
they targeted him.
Huh?
Go ahead.
What you say, bro?
Because he was the target. What's the point of doing that? You should just want the criminal.
Right. So I'm gonna read this, right? Tory Lanez shooting. My reading is impeccable, by the way. My accent doesn't even come out. Tory Lanez shooting trial revved up on December 14th with a long-awaited testimony from Kelsey Nicole Harris, Megan Thee Stallion's former best friend, who was with her during the night of 2020's shooting. Harris is a key witness in the investigation,
impeccable,
as she was with Meg and Tory inside the vehicle before the incident took place.
Of course.
But many people online have questioned the loyalty between the two Houston natives, as their friendship has appeared to dwindle due to the alleged assault. During an interview with Rolling Stone in June, Meg accused her ex-friend Harris of meeting with Tory Lanez after the shooting occurred. The WAP rapper also claimed that Harris accepted money from the embattled hip-hop star to remain silent about the shooting.
Salute.
Hey, real quick, I don't want to hear any short dudes ever complain about not getting women again. Because this short-ass dude got 2 women fighting over him in a limo. I don't want to hear shit.
With millions of dollars. Just
million, yeah. Does he got millions of dollars?
Probably not now.
I mean, he do, but he got millions of
Lawyers
dollars.
got that shit now.
Well, according to the reports, he had $1 million. He had at least $2 million to offer both of them to keep their mouth
That's
shut.
what they say. That's what they say. Okay, where was I? So in months leading up to the trial, Meg and Harris have fought several times on social media, sharing differing accounts of what happened before the assault. During Wednesday's trial, Harris finally shared her version of what occurred, but details surrounding the incident remain unclear. Here's what happened.
Here we go.
See what I'm saying? So Kelsey Harris pleads the fifth. Before she opened up about the events that transpired, Harris invoked her Fifth Amendment right, protecting herself against self-incrimination, Variety reported. She was also granted immunity, a common legal tactic that protects a witness from having the prosecution use their statements or any evidence discovered from their account against them. So why have her up there? Because she's a star witness? But if she's a star witness... Go ahead.
She's got they granted her immunity because she is the star witness, because the prosecution is depending on her to validate all the fucking allegations.
World class?
Without, of course, charging her for whatever it was she was involved in. Because the reason why she probably got immunity, we don't know. Again, the speculation is whether or not she was the one who shot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if she got immunity because she's the one who initiated the assault.
I was thinking that too.
You know what I mean?
But I don't know, man. That's just not. I get it, but what is that going to be?
Two women
assault
fighting
battery?
over dudes?
Assault and battery? I mean,
it's information. It's information that's missing. That's all.
Yeah,
it is.
A lot of information missing.
It's information that's missing. None of this is making any logical sense. It's not following the rules of evidence. Go ahead.
So here's the thing that these couple next paragraphs is what kind of puts it in a little bit more perspective. During questioning with Deputy District Attorney Kathy Tarr, Harris invoked her Fifth Amendment right when she was asked whether Lanez threatened to shoot her. Tarr played a recording from September interview that she conducted with Harris, where she alleged Lanez. I said Lanez, goddamn. I actually heard somebody call him Tory Lanez. That was funny.
Impeccable.
No, it ain't me. I read something else earlier that had me tripping. But anyway, whatever. It's pretty impeccable. It's not 100%, but it's impeccable. So anyway, Lanez threatened to shoot her as they were driving in the vehicle. Damn, I can read while I'm laughing. Goat shit. All right, Harris confirmed that she made the claims during their September interview. So Harris gave a blurry account of Meg and Tory's argument. Throughout her testimony, Harris said she had trouble recalling memories from the incident as she, Tory, and Meg were drinking throughout the night. The social media influencer confirmed that they were invited to a party at Kylie Jenner's home in the Hollywood Hills. She said everyone was having fun at the event, but things took a turn when she noticed there was something a little off about Megan. According to Harris, the argument between Megan and Lanez started shortly after she witnessed the 30-year-old Canadian rapper flirting with Kylie Jenner, which I can believe. You know what I'm saying? Because of what happened in the car. Megan asked her to leave the party. The two left with Lane's driver, but doubled back shortly after Meg realized she had forgotten her slipper. Now, hold on.
Why they got that in quotations?
I think they got that in quotations because they left and Tory was still there with Kylie. So it wasn't about the slipper. It was about the dipper. You hear me?
Yep.
All right, so Harris alleged that a fight or something happened when Meg got to the party. During her blurry testimony about the assault, Harris said the trio got into the car, and that's when the argument that took place inside carried on. But she refused to give more details about the events that transpired. I'm going to wrap it up in a second, y'all. So she admitted to having an intimate relationship with Tory Lanez. When Ty asked Harris if she remembered Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, bringing up his sexual relationship with Megan during the argument, she responded yes. Harris said she was upset and confused when the rapper revealed, like a sucker ass nigga, the information because she also had an intimate relationship with the Toronto native. I don't know what's going on, she told the courtroom. He's just saying that they had a relationship. They were having a relationship. An argument ensues and just continues. And me and her are arguing about her disloyalty, aka get him up, bitch. We finna jack.
So all this dude had to do was keep his mouth shut.
This is stupid. This is what
Facts.
this is. You know why this is dumb? Because all this is that Megan told on herself. You got an attitude because you was recently fucking. You see him flirting with Kylie. Kylie was probably giving him feedback because they the same height. Whatever. Take the joke. Let's keep it pushing. Then you get mad. You want your friend to leave, and you have no other legitimate reason for why you want to leave this $1 million party with millionaires and stars, other than you're upset and jealous because your friend's boyfriend, is flirting with a nigga. She not you more mad as she is, and you gotta. All right, we've been fucking, right. Say that real quick, and it's like, oh wait, bitch, wait, y'all been what? Y'all went back because the girl, this Todd shit, was like, no, I want to talk to this nigga. That's what really happened. It wasn't about no slippers. She wanted to go back to ask her shit because she found out in the car that Megan been fucking him. That's what happened. And then it's like she says something, and then he coming. It don't really matter that Megan says something. Then he comes to get in the car and try to fix the situation, and he confirms the shit with Megan. And then the Todd bitch attacks Megan, tries to get the gun when Megan doubles down on the shit, or just don't feed her or whatever. Then the girl shoots at her. Then this nigga take his gun back. He shoots in the air to break them two up.
That's where he made the. See, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, you made the biggest mistake of shooting that gun, bro.
Facts.
Because that put GSR on him and Kelsey. Now,
See, guys, I don't think any one of us three even in this situation, I don't think any one of us three are pulling out a gun. Not for this.
I don't see it.
I'm not getting in the car and fuck Kylie Jenner. That's what I would do. I'm fucking her.
But even if you did, even if you did, even in a scenario where for whatever reason you did, when this goes down, I guarantee you're not pulling out a gun over this.
I'm pulling my dick out. I'm gonna pull my dick out. One of y'all can put your mouth on it, or I'm gonna go back to Kylie. Kyle, whatever her name is. I don't fucking argue with no chick like you. It's not a. What you gonna do when I'm telling you to do? You get the fuck out my face. Which one you gonna do? I'm not arguing with no chick. You following rules or you not? If you're not, there's a chick that look better than you that's gonna listen. What the fuck am I arguing with you for?
Jazzy Jazz, we finally agree on something. She said, no offense, y'all, but this is why when our peeps and regular ones come up, they disassociate themselves from the less well off. He did trust Kylie. Okay, I don't know about that last part, but the first part, I kind of get what you're saying. I kind of agree with that.
So, CJ World, I want y'all to look at this thing that probably indicted or probably gave the jurors some idea that Tory did this. Previously implied to jurors that Harris may have been the suspect. So in court, what Tory Lanez defense attorneys basically did was go, hey, I'm not saying our client did it, but maybe Mrs. Harris was the one who pulled the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? So at best, their best argument was, well, maybe there was someone else. That was Tory's best argument.
Mm-hmm.
His defense was compromised, but the court. Well, I'm sorry. The prosecution is going to go for Tory because if this is that girl's, either one of their first, I don't know what charges the girl got or Megan got. They're looking at him who has a record. It can put more on him than the chicks, and that's. I mean, it's just
because they already got them by the balls.
Yeah, and again, they already on probation. It's a wrap. They're gonna make y'all have to understand. People that don't understand law, don't understand civil. What's going on, Sir Hell? You have to understand that when these judges get kickbacks for these cases, bro, they get money from this. If nothing else, just like cops say, there's no quotas. If nothing else, they get credit. It adds to their career. If nothing else, so
that's on their resume, world.
Yeah. It adds, they put away this many, he's convicted that. It adds to their career and helps bolster or be in consideration for any type of increase in salary or something like that. So I'm going to pick the dude that has a charge that's a Canadian over the two girls that probably don't have no real fucking charges. Because how is he's wrong at the back end. All of this stuff that we just read, he's wrong later. And they're trying to act like, everybody in their mother know that these chicks is lying.
World. That's the thing, world. Even you would admit that Tory clearly had the gun before this thing went down.
He probably had
And
it on.
then,
He's an idiot.
And then after the incident, guess who has the gun in his hand? So it's
He's
like,
an idiot.
dumb.
And that's what I can't.
I'm not
that's what
defending
saying.
him at all.
That's my whole thing. Like I
right.
said
We're
it from
just
the
talking
beginning.
general, right? Like,
Yeah, like I said it from the beginning. Like I don't care about fucking Tory Lanez. I'm looking at the social implications of this whole case.
Facts.
Because you're already seeing everywhere. I told you. Now I want all apologies from black men. You know what I'm saying? Which I ain't
that's
gonna
the
lie.
part I'm not with, bro. You don't put this shit on me or any of my bros. Like,
I'm
we
gonna
ain't
make
out
it
here
my-
shooting y'all. Like, hold
I'm gonna
on.
make it my business not to believe y'all, even her or now. I ain't gonna say a lot to you.
Like,
That
yo, we
shit
ain't.
ever bring
I'm
this
sorry.
shit.
There might be a disproportionate amount of men doing this shit, but most men ain't out here fucking abusing women. Like, I'm tired of that shit, bro.
Yeah, it's
I don't give a fuck if it is. I couldn't give a shit if it's a lot of men abusing women. I know it's more bitches abusing children. Oh, all right. Okay. So if you gave a fuck about not abusing, your fat bitch ass would be fucking children up every day. So fuck you.
Yo.
I hope the niggas whip y'all ass more for the amount of
I think
fucking
world
300 and 200-pound bitches beating up a fucking toddler. Y'all don't give a fuck about people being safe. I couldn't give a
correct
fuck.
me if I'm wrong, but the
That
most
bullshit.
I think women are the ones who commit the most, like, they have the most
51%.
psychological, right? And they're the ones who mainly kill their kid or like go crazy and kill their kids and shit like that.
Nigga, we can bring the stats up.
Yeah.
That shit is alarming. So fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck. Oh, women
So-
be abusing women. So who cares? Y'all bitches
look.
kill 649 children a day.
Look. So Megan has been sleeping with and Kelsey have been sleeping with men together. I didn't record the diss track, love. Kelsey did.
Amen.
Kelsey had the issue with whatever happened there. So
There's
I
a
mean, I hear
chance
you.
they have, but
She had a
maybe
problem with
Tory
Megan.
was the first one they found out that they was smashing at the same time. You get what I mean?
Maybe that was the one that was supposed to be off limits.
But the Kelsey chick is more mad at Megan than Tory.
Yeah, that's true.
It's clear.
And I definitely what she's saying right here. I definitely said that she was lying because she lied.
She lied publicly to the media.
Right. She literally lied. So I mean,
that's been proven. She's a liar.
Yeah. It's just under oath. Sugar Bum under oath. That's the thing. In public, yes, she was lying. But under oath, she was the only one who kept her story straight. And that's what people got to understand. She was the only one under oath who actually kept her story straight.
Yeah, Kelsey was under oath with a damn immunity deal. So it's like,
and still lied on the stand.
That's why it didn't make. See, that's why it doesn't make any sense for Tory to say anything. Doesn't make any sense because nobody else is at risk for him. Megan gonna stick to what her claim is. The other girl got immunity. There's no point for him to talk. They just the burden of proof is on them.
Because she remember she was trying to flip on behalf of the prosecution. And that's why it's just my opinion. That's when, as Tory, I would have said something because now the case is in total disarray because Kelsey got on the stand and lied. And
but
lied
that's in hindsight. Again, they're making the charge.
Sure,
they got burden of proof. They have the burden of proof.
Facts.
And again,
they
you have
thought
to show
they had the burden of proof. World.
That's what I'm saying. The problem is not it's not him. The problem is those whoever paid those jurors, whatever little deal that the attorneys made, because it's not real law. It's not law. It's not real. This is not going to work. Like this is going to get overturned. Something is going to sentence going to get reduced in appeals in probably a year and a half from now. It's going to get overturned. It's going to.
What if we're gonna keep this general again? Gets back to what CJ, what you was talking about earlier about how people be moving out here. Because let's say all this sloppiness was unavoidable.
Mm-hmm.
If they
hold on, real quick. Let me bring on my guy Poppy Blanco. What's up, man?
Poppy, what's up?
Yo, what's good, family?
Oh, you called it, bro.
How you doing?
You called it.
Let me let Tarus finish, and I got you, bro. You can get in right after him.
Go ahead, boss.
Going back to what you were saying earlier about how we move, CJ. This gets back to what we're trying to tell these men and young boys. Like, let's say in a hypothetical world, all this shit went down, right?
Mm-hmm.
The moment they all agreed that they was gonna say a certain story to the cops, all they had to do to avoid all of this was just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like I told you, CJ, earlier. it got to a point where the world had moved on. We was fucking thinking about some other shit.
It don't even feel like 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago.
Right? It was almost
Yeah, I know.
2 years ago. That's what's crazy.
Right when the shit
But
kicked off.
motherfuckers just can't keep their mouth shut, man.
Go ahead, Poppy. What's up, bro?
Shit, man. First, man, Merry Christmas, man, to everybody.
You too, bro.
Christmas.
Yes, sir, man. Listen, bro. I have been kind of like following this shit from like this little case, whatever.
Look at this nigga.
I mean, at the end of the day, Tory Lanez is a nigga. Let's be honest. So the chances of him going to jail is real strong. But I never saw this one coming, bro. Like, I wasn't surprised, by the same time I was, because
I was too,
bro. Like, son, nobody kept the story straight. The red flag for me was Hunger played the fifth. Like, yo, first of all, if you're so innocent, you don't got nothing to worry about, right? You will actually go over there with your head up, and you will testify.
Nope.
Son, next thing you know, she took a flip one day, and I mean, she played the fifth, right? Then the next day she came back with a whole new "I want to testify." That lets me know that she was pressured. She was pressured to like say whatever they needed her to say, bro.
Megan was pressured.
No, Kelsey, right?
Kelsey. Yeah, I thought Kelsey might have been.
You breaking up again?
Yeah, what she did say.
Bro,
Are you breaking up, Poppy? You breaking up, Poppy?
Hold on, I was just bringing some. You hear me now?
Yeah, you good now.
Yeah.
Can you hear me good?
Yep.
All right. See, yeah, I was in the garage and shit like that, man. My bad. Let me come back outside. So look, Kelsey was
Columbia right now.
Kelsey was pressure and shit like that. To pretty much the next day when she came to testify, the second day, to pretty much lay down or get down, bro. Like, because like, and they offer her the immunity, bro. Like, that lets you know that Hungary is dirty, because the whole time of this whole case, bro, I've been saying the same thing, fam. I'm like, yo, it makes, because I have been around these kind of bros like this, right? And listen, common sense tells me, then two girls start fighting over some dick, right? Oh, bitch, you fuck my nigga. Oh, bitch, you fuck my nigga. Oh, fuck you, bitch. You always fucking behind me, because bitches be fake friends. They be fake friends. They be on each other's faces smiling. But when they get mad, that's when the real truth came out. That's when they really tell you how they feel about you. Oh, bitch, like you fuck up the baby after me, and you fuck Ben Simmons after me, and you supposed to be the star. I ain't getting the niggas fair. And the other bitch like, bitch, you ain't nobody. You pack my bags, this and that.
Right.
And they got out the car.
Girl voice for me.
Yo, they get out the car, right? They get out the car to remind you, fucking Megan Thee Stallion is a big bitch, my nigga. I seen Hungary in LA, boy. Hungary is big. That's a big bitch right there, fam. Nigga, Hungary about 5'10", 195, and she's no slut. I'm not talking about big like she fat. No, she's solid, like she pure muscle, bro. Like Hungary, she look like you can. I don't know if she practiced sport back in college.
Wait a minute, wait.
And she beat the dog shit out of that girl Kelsey, my nigga. She probably dog walk her ass, right? What Kelsey did, my nigga, she went to the car, went to her bag, and pulled out the blicky. And now what, bitch? You beat me here with the hands. Now take this, bitch, and start shooting her.
Hold on. I gotta acknowledge this.
I didn't know she gave super chat.
This is the second time she done super chatted to this channel. So I gotta announce it, right? Shout out to Sugar Bomb for another fucking 199 super chat. I appreciate you, love. She said, so it's Tory.
Look at all them Super Saiyan wigs on in them photos, bro. Look at that. Look at the Power Ranger colors in there.
Yeah, this is Sugar Bomb for you. This is Sugar Bomb for you.
Like a trick
box. She thick though. Look, man. But she says, I think he is a simp for Kelsey. I really believe, not even a simp, he's just a fool for Kelsey. I guess you could say that's the same thing. But
No, I don't think so though.
Hold on, before you go, Pop, I got you. But I do want to read this right quick, because this is what Megan had to say after the situation. And this is why I told you I had a problem with the way this is being portrayed in the media. So during the second day of the trial, December 13th, Megan, 27, took the stand with Los Angeles County Deputy District Attorney Kathy Todd and expressed her frustrations with how the case is played out, especially among male musicians. All right. And every man in a position of power in the music industry has taken his side, said Megan, referring to the support for Lanez has received in time since the incident. Not a day goes by without being called a liar, without her being called a liar. This whole thing is about who I was having sex with, not who shot me, and I don't know why. Megan revealed earlier that day that she and Lanez had a sexual relationship at the time of the incident, something she has denied up until this point. All right. So here's my thing. If you're going to have this position now, and she said, I'm gonna pull up another article in a second. Matter of fact, you go ahead, Pop. I'm gonna pull this second article up.
So what I was like, yo, okay, they start fighting. Megan Thee Stallion dog walked the shit out of fucking Kelsey, right? She washed her up real quick, two piss her probably because she's athletic, right? So Kelsey, she embarrassed now because now they both pretty much fighting for the prize, which is midget ass Tory Lanez, right? So they'll be like, "Wow, bitch, I got something for you. I'm gonna go get the blicky on you." She went to the car, got the blicky, and she did the. Do y'all remember from that movie Harlem Nights? Eddie Murphy, quick, when he start shooting that bitch. I forgot what Hunger Day was, bro. Hey, you shoot me my pinky toe. So, and to me, this is how they start. And this is my interpretation, of course. And that's when Tory Lanez came into the whole equation and snatched the gun out of her. And he probably might have fired in the air just to try to like present himself like some sort of masculine kind of guy. You know, these little midget niggas be having the Napoleon complex and shit like that, Napoleon syndrome and shit like that, right?
Like they're alone. Yeah, you can go ahead and say it. I'll say it for you.
Yeah, like that bitch ass nigga, yo.
Let's keep going, guys. Go ahead.
Eval.
So, nigga, and I don't know what kind of jurors they're having there, bro. But the last time I checked, according to the law, bro, you have to be found guilty without reasonable doubt.
Right.
And bro, this trial was anything but reasonable doubt, nigga. Like, come on, how can you come? At the bare minimum, this trial was a mistrial, bro. At the bare minimum,
it's going to get overturned. It's going to get.
And that's what I said.
I really don't think
going to be.
No, guys, I said that on my show, though.
As a man, Tory just went about this all wrong. I mean, for God's sakes, guys, do y'all realize that he could have got deported? I know deported to Canada doesn't mean shit, but y'all realize that he could have got deported when he was already on probation. Right? So they could have got his ass then and nothing happened and you still operating like this?
Where was his probation at?
He was already on probation, which means he wasn't supposed to have a firearm.
For Canada, was his charges in Canada or was his charges here?
Here.
Ooh, let's look that up. It was here?
Here. But it was some petty misdemeanor bullshit.
It don't matter, bro. You know how you're supposed to move the moment you're on probation. The moment and they tell you. And they
was it state or federal? What was the
it was state. It's petty misdemeanor bullshit. And to be honest with you, I don't know, but I heard about the whole probation thing, but I'm not 100% sure if it wasn't. No, I heard about it. Some people say
Poppy,
it was, some people it wasn't.
Poppy, real quick, the way with gun laws, unless you're in a state like Ohio, right? We just passed the law, so we have open carry with no CCW, or whatever. But the moment, let's say you're on probation, right? So it's legal for you to have a firearm. And even though you might only have state charges, the moment you bring that firearm across state lines, it now instantly becomes federal. Because
but I could have swear
interstate commerce laws, something like that.
I could have swear that the gun belongs to one of the to the bodyguard, the driver, or something. Who the gun belongs to, bro?
They said it was Tory's. At first, they said it was a driver. That's
the whole time I've been listening to the drivers.
Hey, ladies, y'all look great. I'm married, by the way, so please don't try me. But you ladies look great.
She said her new wig will be here by New Year's. I appreciate that other super chat. Sugar Ball, you get on my fucking nerves, but I like you a little bit, so you cool. Appreciate it.
She got some Christmas money from her sugar daddy. She shared it.
Yeah, but he just, bro, like he just no. I don't understand how the jurors came out with that whole conclusion. At the bare minimum, this thing was a mistrial, bro.
I agree.
And to at the end, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give it. I gotta the real win. The real winner wasn't Megan Thee Stallion. The real winner was fucking Kelsey, my nigga.
Kelsey got
Even though that,
off.
yep.
Kelsey got
No,
off, bro.
the
She got off.
passport bros caught the biggest W by nigga. They gonna be
No, they
flexing
didn't.
for a
Let
week.
me
No,
let
they
me
didn't.
let me read this right quick.
As
y'all.
somebody who's been overseas, them passport bros are some of the biggest losers on this planet, bro. Let me tell you. They're some of the biggest fucking
All right,
losers on
all
this
right,
planet.
all right, all right. I got no argument for either one of those things. I'm neutral, right? Look, check this out. So look, even as a victim, I've been met with skepticism and judgment. You lied when you first got okay, whatever. So Megan wrote in New York Times, published at 10/13, October 13, 2020. There is not much room for passionate advocacy if you are a black woman. Women, especially black women, are
Oh
afraid to
god.
report crimes like
Oh god.
assault and sexual violence because they are too often not believed. It's ridiculous that some people think the simple phrase protect black women is controversial. And this is the issue I have with this whole case right here. Go ahead.
Well, let's just go over this again. Women, especially black women, are afraid to report crimes like assault and sexual violence because they are too often not believed. Yes, because we know that y'all beat children, bitch. We know that you start everything, and you're reluctant to report the assault and sexual violence that you bitches do to children, so nobody cares.
What woman, sir? This here is a hoe.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yo, the part.
I only talk about black women because they don't exist. We talk about black females. Go ahead,
Yeah,
brother.
the part that kills
Jeez.
me is with this whole protection bullshit, right?
Uh-huh.
But and this is not even like this is not even a popular opinion, man or woman opinion. This is the not what the numbers say. When a bitch get with another bitch on a lesbian relationship, right? Guess at what rate they report domestic violence? At 80%, bro. That means
Oh
out
shit.
of every 10 lesbians relationship, nigga, 8 of them they gonna end up knocking each other out and calling the police. So you tell me who's the violent?
The other, the other thing is this. It says it's ridiculous
I
that
don't
some
think that's.
people think the simple phrase protect black women is controversial. Yes, because the phrase should be protect black children from black women. And I got to
Okay,
reinstitute this
see.
shit
Now we about to argue.
every single time.
Now we about to fucking argue.
Of course not.
Because there was nothing on here that was wrong about women and sexual assault, sexual harassment, rape, anything like this. The issue comes from
What was I
and
disagreeing?
this is why I hate cliches, because yes, you can absolutely shoot the dog shit out the messenger. Right? I'm tired of the don't shoot the messenger crap. I will absolutely shoot the messenger. The issue is Megan or Kelsey shouldn't be the ones making these comments. But the overall situation and
I agree with
reality
that.
of women being primarily sexually assaulted, sexually abused, domestic assault, and they don't report it as much. Those are truthful statements here.
I just don't know these women because the women I know reporting, man. They reporting that you didn't do
Facts.
nothing. Like it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like that.
That's
It's like
fake.
there are women that don't do it. I know some. Yes, I do know some women that get their ass beat and wear
Nigga, they
domestic
can't wait.
violence shades. I know them.
Shout out
But
to Tommy B. Tommy B said the number one position, their favorite position is victim. They can't wait to be a victim because they have a lust of getting something for nothing. They report shit that don't even exist,
that's what
let
I'm
alone
saying,
what the
bro.
fuck happens, and then
I
stretch
don't
that
know
shit.
if that's I don't know if that's the majority though. I know
It
it's a big
is.
enough minority where it's a problem, but I
No, it's not a
doubt that's the
minority at all.
majority of
I
women,
haven't
man.
seen the stats on reporting. I haven't. You know what I'm saying? And they even come with this whole
If you,
black women get killed every 5.5
I got
hours by
that.
their partner.
I got all of that. If you look into the so-called black community, who you think is going to the state or the police the most? The old people, the males, the children, the teenagers, or the black women, black adult females? It's
Bro, that
them.
applies to white, Latino, Puerto Rican.
I wasn't
that applies
asking
to all
about them,
women.
but I wasn't asking about them. I'm asking specifically about us. Those women are the main ones going in the police precinct. They the main ones reporting shit. They are the main ones telling. So what the fuck is she talking about? They're reluctant. You the main one, even if you are. You're the
There's so
main
many
one
examples
bringing
of it, bro.
out private information into the public.
Boosie took care of his baby mama, and she was the main one that snitched on him in court. Like it's like people
nobody's
act like this don't
arguing
happen.
bitter ass women don't exist. My thing is
I don't even mean bitter. I don't even mean bitter.
What Boosie's baby mom did was better. I would consider that fucking better. But I'm just simply saying, like, two things can be true, right, guys? Like the majority of women, or not the majority of women, but the majority of victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, sexual harassment are women, and it's the perpetrators are majority men. Like, this is an absolute factual, undisputed statement. The issue is we don't have the majority, but there's enough minority of women who do be lying their asses off that makes us want to question the credibility of these women.
Let me address something right quick. They say we stated no facts. I don't know how long you've been here, ladies, but whatever. And we're just
somebody
being
said
emotional.
we stated no facts.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, well, no 0 points or whatever. Now look, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see anybody get emotional since we've been up here. Not once. But let's just say we did. This is why we don't listen to women. This is exactly why. Well, I ain't gonna say we. I'm gonna say me. This is why I don't listen to the majority of women, because you will complain about us not showing emotion, and then chastise us and criticize us for being emotional. So even on that point alone, there's no win for you, love. That's nothing but L's. Goddamn it, lowercase and uppercase, none but L's. And put them together, it'll be a W. Now, go ahead, Tarus.
Oh, I'm actually flabbergasted right now. Has anybody called me some sort of light-skinned fat Drake yet? Anything like that? Because you know they love calling me.
No, but that is funny.
Who?
I'm gonna laugh at that later.
Who they say?
I know you're going. Bro, the comment section. Oh my god, bro.
That should be a compliment for you, son.
That's a good point, because it's like, okay, women be always like, oh, we want you to show some emotion, and then we show passion, but guess what? Now all of a sudden they be thinking we too emotional, or they call it anger, right? We angry.
No, they call you a bitch.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, they call you a bitch.
It's all relative. It's all relative.
Tomato.
There's different words. You know what I'm saying? Daryl Long could be one, but whatever.
That's a good one. That one works. It works perfectly in that scenario.
Okay. So,
Sugar bum is toxic.
Very toxic. That's how I know she got some fire vagina. But
I know that shit hit.
That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But
she got the Hennessy of vagina. Everybody knows.
Yo, that whole number. Where they get these numbers from? Like every 5 hours.
I've yet to see a receipt on this.
So we found out that 51% of that is medical. They said a black female dies once every 5.5 hours. 51%.
Well, so that's not actual violence. You said that some of it's just medical.
51% of that is medical. So I always kill it. I say, let's just give them that. Let's just give them that and say it's specifically somebody that looked like me killing a black woman. Let's just say that. Bitch, y'all kill 649 fucking children a day.
Damn.
24 hours in a day. That's 27 children an hour. You piece of shit trash bitches. Shut the fuck up.
Now, and that means 40. That means 49% left, right? 49%. Listen, bro. A lot of them bros that be getting clipped, my nigga. Let's keep it funky, man. They be in the streets, bro. They be in the streets, my nigga. And I know a whole lot of them that be setting niggas up, bro. They be setting niggas up. So to the little pimp boyfriend or whoever it is, they be putting shit on the nigga. Hell, nigga, the biggest artist, Cardi B, didn't she say she draw niggas to rob him?
Fact.
Didn't she say that?
She did say that.
Now, why do you think?
I'm still surprised she ain't got arrested yet.
No,
any one of us who would have said that, we would have been arrested on the spot.
But hear me out though. I totally know bros that do that kind of. They own that, my nigga. Like they be setting niggas up.
That's what they do.
Rolly. They get it rolly. So now, guess what? It's a few niggas that ain't gonna take that. You see what I'm saying? It's a few niggas that they ain't gonna be able to live with it. They know you a stripper, the local street club. He gonna hunt you down. He gonna give it to you. At that point, bro, you brought that on yourself. You participating in street shit. Like I'm the first one to say, bro, listen, women's and kids is off the table, bro. You see what I'm saying? Me and the next nigga, we can engage whatever way we need to engage it. But a female and a kid, leave them alone. But bro, but when you start setting niggas or drugging them, if a nigga won't give it to you, now that's part of being on the street. Somebody wanna give it to you.
Facts. So let me address this super chat from my guy Ricky Webster, always coming
What's up,
through.
Ricky?
My boy said something towards CJ Fish plate, baby. Boom. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna give me some catfish. I gotta just get $20 more. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I appreciate you, my guy.
Gotta get you some sugar bowl.
Huh?
Okay.
Gotta get you some sugar bowl.
Jesus
CJ,
Christ.
you know me, bro. You know I love facts. You know I love research. You know I love the studies.
Uh-huh.
I just went through multiple websites because I just had to. This gets back to yesterday where I said, where are you guys saying some of this information? And then why do I look it up? And it's completely the wrong thing. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by intimate partner. 36% of women every year experience some sort of domestic violence, either sexual assault, rape, physical violence, or stalking by intimate partner.
Say grape for me next time.
Great.
Yeah.
So 1 in 24 women are assaulted. If you know, general, I think, just try not to.
Yeah.
Essay. People say essay.
Yeah. So really, man, I mean, let's be clear here, especially in America, and this is just specifically America. This is not the UN statistics or anything. We have to be based here. This is assault against women by majority men is a big problem, and it has been a big problem, and it remains.
But for real, bro, let me tell you something, my nigga. Listen, I don't know where these people come up with these numbers from, bro. And listen, man, I used to be on the streets heavy, bro. And in my lifetime, bro, I seen maybe 3 niggas slapping the dog shit out of a female. I seen it with my own eyes, right? But also, in my lifetime, I seen over 30 females going ham on the nigga, bro. I'm talking about chin checking them. When the nigga is walking away, these girls don't run in the back of their head, nigga smack him, bitch ass nigga, pow. You ain't gonna do shit. I call your probation officer. That's how you neutralize the nigga right there. I call your
You saw it was a clip that went viral not too long ago of a woman cutting her guy's home monitor off his leg, knowing that it would put him in jail. Like,
bro,
this shit is common.
I've seen that all the time.
But the gatehouse to the law is reported. I just explained they are the ones that's going to do the reporting.
But
so when you have a 1 out of 4, men are underreporting more than they are.
Facts.
Men are the ones
underreported. You see, this is the problem. If you say men are underreporting and women are also reporting, then 2 things are true at the same time, which means women's number is still going to be higher than men.
I don't think so, Farouk.
It is higher than men. It is higher than men.
No, it is. I mean, paper is, but I'm talking about if niggas really start. Yo, I'm telling you, fam. Yeah. I seen females violate niggas left and right. Because most niggas, they know, first of all, it's like a pride thing that we got on. We ain't gonna go because first of all, when a female hit you,
was wrong, especially if they caught us cheating or something. And they want to get physical. Like
that doesn't give you right to put your hands on me.
No. I agree. But I'm saying that's the whole point. We mentioned that earlier. That's why I believe if Kelsey was the one that popped it off with the firearm, I would believe that Tory's taking the charge for, because he knew he caused it because of what he was doing, smashing both of them. That's the same scenario. Like, I'm not gonna try to, especially if I was wrong in some kind of way, I'm not trying to put her in harm's way. That's how most guys think.
CJ, we are trying. Once you realize that she's actually about to flip on you, aren't you then going to swap it up too? Because here you are sitting trying to protect her, and now you got direct. Because let's be clear, the moment she got immunity, Megan knew she got immunity. The world knew she got immunity. Tory and the defense attorneys knew.
What is that? What does that?
So doesn't that mean that Tory should have flipped it up, meaning that he's no longer obligated to protect Kelsey?
In hindsight, I would agree with you, but what does that look like in the court after you've already kept yourself from this
So
whole
remember,
situation?
the immunity happens before they take the stand. So he had time. So he had time to swap up the strategy. So before Kelsey took immunity and realized that Kelsey's about to toss this dude under the bus, he should have swapped up his strategy.
Did we get some truth from Sugar Bomb? I will say most men aren't going to report being hit by a woman. What's
the time stamp this? An hour and 34.
Yeah.
An hour and 34 minutes. Never seen no type of shit like that, bro.
But here's the thing, fellas. Like, I don't know. It was a clip that went viral like last week, man. This famous Instagram nigga. Oh, he a YouTuber. I don't know what he is, bro. Some nigga named
the dude that look like Tupac a little bit. Well, you think he look like Tupac? You talking about him?
I think he's a dirty. He was dying of cancer and he beat and all that shit.
Yeah. Palmer did something. Bro, I got a video I'm doing on her too.
That tells you everything you need to know. That woman was on that nigga bed, comfortable. She put on the best performer. I thought that was Halle Berry, bro.
You seen the last one he revealed?
Is it
the TikTok with him revealing that she was throwing his shit out because she was mad that he wouldn't adopt her children?
No, but the one that went viral to me tells you everything you need to know. So Hunger was in the bed, calling, crying to the police, saying that this man is chasing her with a gun, my nigga.
Yeah, he was filming this shit.
So this is what's going on right here. She indirectly telling the police, I want you to come in this house and whatever is moving, shoot him. That's what she's saying. She just don't want. She's just not saying the words, bro. Females are one thing about girls, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm envy about that part too. They know how to put two niggas in the one room, nigga, so they can do each other, so they can go ahead and smoke each other.
Yeah,
bro. I got 3 homies, my nigga, in the pen doing long time over some pussy, bro. I got a homie doing 17 years. I got another homie doing 19 years. I got another homie doing 22 years, bro. All over some pussy, my nigga. One nigga dead, the other nigga doing 17 years. And guess what she doing out here, man? She at the local club, nigga, giving it up every other weekend, nigga. I tell you, fam, hey, niggas need. But at this point, bro, niggas they need to learn how to move, bro. Man need to know how to move, fam. Like they need to know how to move, bro.
Facts. So, I pretty much spoke on what I wanted to speak on as far as this case. I think the issue that I have more than anything, I'll reiterate it. I said it earlier. My biggest issue with situations like this is that the ramifications of that verdict. It really either way, honestly, even if they found him innocent nor guilty, it's a division that constantly gets put between black men and women that all of us engage in to an extent. Not here on the panel, but just in general. And seeing something like that, bro. And I'm seeing the comment sections. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what they look like. You know what I'm saying? You know people saying black men are deleting women at a 5.5 an hour rate, and this is just more proof of it. Even if, let's just say for the sake of argument, some kind of way Tory accidentally shot Meg. Because I think that's the only way it's possible. Accident. And the whole thing is protect black women. Like we're menacing, like black men out here with black hoods on our faces, like the Ku Klux Klan going to hunt down black women.
Hey, CJ, I'm gonna still stay on real quick. You know, in Ohio, we got the bad snow and shit, and my wife just got home, and I gotta like guide her in before she wreck and drive into the crib. I'll be right back.
All right.
But CJ, hold on, man. Like before you continue, man, like according to what these YouTube streets taught me was Tory Lanez is not even a black man. He's an immigrant, so that didn't even count. He's Canadian. They told me all the time. Like, so now what you think it is? It's an immigrant.
Right. And Sugar Bomb says we fail when we assume she lied. I don't think it's an assumption anymore, love. I mean, I get it. The verdict is passed down that Tory's guilty. She lied from the beginning to the end. Bro.
What would that have to do with the fact that she lied? She lied in the interview. She lied in her IG. She lied. She's a liar. It's not. That isn't.
I believe, bro. I believe that. Here's the thing, though. That
I
girl.
Believe she protecting Kelsey. I believe she protecting Kelsey, bro.
I don't think she's protecting her because she wouldn't have fucked the nigga.
No, she did.
No,
My nigga. This is what happened, bro.
I mean in court.
That's what I believe, though. Like
I don't think that's what's going on.
Kelsey shot at her feet, my nigga. And first of all, she ain't got shot. She got shot at, bro. She got shot at. And then the fragments got to her feet.
I believe fragment hit her feet, yeah.
No, that's all it is, bro. Nigga, nigga, I've been shot before, my nigga. I've been shot before. I got the hole in me in my leg, nigga. Trust me. That doesn't look like no fucking bullet wound, bro. You see what I'm saying? Son, this is what happened. Homegirl shot at the floor, trying to scare her off. And the fragments, once that bullet hit the floor, that shit explode into different, like 10,000 tiny little pieces.
Hold on, Pop, my bad. Here's what y'all missing about this lie. No, her sex life wasn't on trial, but you're a liar. Like it's a character thing.
She'll go with whatever the defense came up with. And real quick, I just want to say this. Megan's feet already look like teeth with flesh on them. All right, let's go ahead.
Go ahead, Poppy. Go ahead.
So
let's go ahead and do final thoughts, bro. Go ahead and give your
Hunger did get hurt. That wasn't the question over here, bro. The question is, she was so hurt that midget ass Tory Lanez was fucking on her and her girlfriend at the same time. She probably get chosen by the midget nigga, right? That's the part that really hurt her right there, bro. Because you know what this case told me, bro? This case told me this, bro. That no matter how rich these bros get, fam, no matter how much money, how famous they get, they still act like straight up hood rats, bro. That whole what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion, right? That bitch, she got all the fame in the world. She's lit. She got #1 singles and all of that bullshit. I mean, I don't know about no #1 single, but like top 100 singles, whatever, right? And she some way somehow she managed to fuck behind her assistant. All the niggas that the assistant girl Kelsey got, she managed to fuck behind her, bro. What that tells you, bro? Like they still at the same, maybe like at the local hood rat stripper joint. You see what I'm saying? I know a lot of those who we have around the way, man. The stripper joint, they fuck each other's niggas and shit like that, and ex-boyfriend, and they go fight it off in the back of the strip club and shit.
Because all these chicks is polygamous. Go ahead.
So, but that tells you it's like it don't matter how rich, how famous, quote unquote standard, bro. This whole thing got no standards, fam. They don't. How the fuck Megan Thee Stallion fucking behind Kelsey left over, and she's supposed to be Hollywood and Kelsey not? Make that make sense. And the whole Kelsey met the niggas first. How is that happening? And then she got in. Man, at the end of the day, man, that nigga, I believe that nigga Tory, the appeal coming up.
OJ was guilty. My bad.
Like the appeal coming up, right?
Racist.
And there is no way in hell on that appeal that nigga wanna find guilty again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a play. It's a play. Everybody getting paid behind it, my nigga. The lawyers getting paid behind it. The city getting named, because you gotta understand a lot of people playing a part in here. Like whoever tried that case, trust and believe it, my nigga. Like 4 years from now, they're gonna run for governor, for major, some sort of high position, because they use these cases to kind of like elevate their career. The same thing that Homegirl and ATL is doing. When that Young Thug case, you better believe it, nigga. 4 years from now, 6 years from now, she's gonna be a senator, Congress, whatever it is, governor, because they use this case to elevate their career. That's it.
There's some truth to that. All right, my guy Poppy, man, I appreciate you coming through, bro, and your coverage on this shit too, man, because I think men got to speak up, and even if they don't agree with everything, or if they do, at least speak about it, bro, because you can't leave it to just the system, because we've seen the system be flawed several times, like OJ getting off, which we know he did it, but whatever.
Yeah, man. Hey, fellas, man, stay out their way, man. Record yourself at all times.
That's a vibe,
real,
nigga.
All right, world class. Final thoughts.
Hey, I'm at the borrow Hank's outro, and man, protect yourself at all times. Man, don't ever let your guard down around these chicks, bro. Because these chicks that you digging down, push come to shove, you can get 22 years, man. A lie take your life. Everybody know that what he did in that situation won't work 22 years. Not even getting into all the laws and all of that. But that's why it's dangerous to listen to some of the things that happen in this space. These passport bros, these immigrants, or niggas is friendly to immigrants saying that y'all niggas should have did better. by now because that stuff sounds good when you do the Anton LaPeef thing, just do what the white men tell you to do type of bullshit. When we know when push comes to shove, man, you can get 22 years, and they'll do it to any one of you. They'll do it to anybody. He's an immigrant
for any reason.
For any situation, when it comes down to it, a lie. These courts are set up for the lie. These courts are set up to benefit, man. You got to understand that an attorney only makes money through a transaction. When somebody is going from one place to another, or some property is going from one place to another, they don't make money outside of that. Or they're helping people with that situation, which is consulting. So it's dangerous to listen to certain things because there's going to be a time when it matters, and all of that other shit not going to be there. All of the shit he was doing in the music videos, none of that shit is there when you in that courtroom, bro.
Facts.
You gotta structure your life to where can you lose your shit? You can lose your shit in that courtroom. So you might as well lose your shit out here and get rid of the irrelevant things and start to prioritize. Again, the quote Hank, protect yourself at all times, bro. My last statement is this: the passport bros caught a W. I really mean that. They caught the biggest W.
All right, let's get him out of here.
Oh my God.
Because it's at the end of the day, they're going to flip this situation into this is why we don't deal with black females, because these females involved is not foreigners. We know the girl was wrong. We know them two girls was wrong. We know when it come down to it, oh yeah, it's the nigga. How the fuck do that shit? If shit break down, they'll team up against you. Passport bros caught a W this week. They caught a W this week. They the biggest winners, bro. And I can't say it enough. It hurts my soul, but I can admit when I'm defeated. They got the W this week. We're gonna look to see if we can pull out a win next week. We made it. That's the light skin shit you be doing, and I can't take it. I mean, you know what? Let me drop down and let you light skin niggas get back to it.
All right,
I appreciate you having me up. It's a good topic. We're gonna keep an eye on it. I really do. At the end of the day, think that this will be appealed. I mean, well, they're gonna appeal it, but I think it'll be overturned to some reduction of the sentence, at least to it. I think it was reckless endangerment or something like that. Whatever it was, assault, discharging a firearm. I think he'll get the gun charge. But I think the other two shouldn't. They don't apply. So that's why I don't think he'll be cleared. I think he'll get that one charge and maybe 7 years, and I think that's reasonable for that situation.
All right, my guy, man. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Appreciate you.
The World Class. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel, man. Dope content, real brother.
Absolutely.
Shout out to you, brother.
You too. Appreciate it.
All right. So, Roos.
Yo.
Final thoughts, my brother. Final thoughts.
Man, guys, it's been rough. Dealing with this Tory Lanez situation, freezing my ass off up here in Cleveland, Ohio. Just had to help my wife get in the driveway because it's a whole 5 degrees and it's filled with snow. And then the Browns lost, so it's Merry Christmas.
It's nothing new.
But overall, guys, CJ, World, Poppy can come up on here. Tyrus, can come up here all the time and tell you guys what Tory Lanez did or didn't do wrong. But at the end of the day, CJ operates the way he operates. I operate based on the way I operate because we know and we don't need to learn the lessons the hard way. Guys, some people need their asses beat. Some people just need to see one. Stop learning lessons the hard way and learn how to operate based on someone else's fuck up. Tory Lanez was moving sloppy as hell.
Thanks.
Men, at the very minimum, don't move like Tory. That's my final thoughts. Merry Christmas.
Appreciate you, bro. Merry Christmas to you and the family, bro. Appreciate you coming through.
Peace.
Peace. All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another successful show. And just to address this comment right here. none of these guys on the panel actually support passport bros. I mean, I don't have an issue with them, but I don't support that. The guys that was on the panel don't support that. So I hear you, but I don't have a problem getting an accomplished black woman. Never have. You know what I'm saying? So you in the wrong space for that, love. So I appreciate you being here, though. But let me say this. I want to hit on what Taru said. The fact that Tory was in this situation, the fact that Tory was acting the way he was acting and revealed the things he revealed, it's catty, man. Chatty patty. You know what I'm saying? We don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? How you moving. Like, even with hitting the two females, keep your mouth closed. A lot of this happened because people kept talking. People didn't know how to shut their mouth and just move how they gonna move. You know what I'm saying? So as far as this case goes, black men, I don't know what else you need to see. Protect yourself at all times. Keep yourself out of stupid situations. Move with intention. Move with purpose. Have a set of guidelines and principles that keep you out of the BS. Because Tory involved himself in this. I don't agree with what happened to him, but he put himself in that situation. It's lame. You know what I'm saying? And all the guys on this panel agreed. It was lame. But did he deserve 22 years? Nah. It is what it is. And we move how we move, right? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep doing what we do. Shout out to Jazzy Jazz. You cool in my book, love. We don't know what the fuck you talking about, but hey, live your life. We're going to live ours. Black men, protect yourself at all times. Keep yourself out of these situations. And like Poppy said, keep your cameras on. Keep your recorders on, because you can easily be pinned with the bullshit charges. Just how it is, man. So on that note, I'm going to wrap this thing up, man. So look. For your guy CJ 100, 50% of the 5100 podcast, I am gone.
Two G's.
Shout out to Tarus for the $10 super chat, bro. I appreciate you.